When you're solving inequalities, there are two things that you need to notice. Your inequality signs could be like this or like this. This would be just less. This less or equal to. So if you're solving an inequality that is like this, then when you look at the number line, you're going to mark those points with a hollow point. It is not included. And then if you have this equality, then you need to include the point. So in my case, x minus 7 is less than 14. Just like with solving equalities, I will drag 7 on the other side, and I actually meant that this was plus. So it becomes a negative number, and then 14 minus 7 will give you a 7. So when I look at my number line, I need to locate the 7. 7 is over here, so that's the 7. And I will put a hollow point there. That means that anything to the left of 7, so this whole area, and it goes on forever. This is the solution to your inequality. 7 is less, x is less than 7. Let's look at this example. First, let's get rid of 2. To get rid of 2, we need to multiply everything by 2. So I will multiply the left side by 2, and I will multiply the right side by 2 as well. When you multiply an inequality by a positive number, your sign does not change. So x minus 3 over 2 multiplied by 2 takes care of the denominator, and then I end up with x minus 3 as is. It will be greater than 4 times 2 is 8. Then I take this on the other side. X is going to be greater than 8 plus 3 is 11. So x is going to be greater than 11. So you draw the line. Since this is not including, it's not equal to. Your 11 point is going to be hollow. So this is 11. And since I ended up with x being greater than 11, then let's say there's like 12 and 13 and on it goes. Anything above 11 is the solution to your inequality. And you can check. Let's say x is 5. It's not to scale, but anyway. If x is 5, then you have 2 over 2 greater than 4. Well, that's not true. So that's not included. But if I choose 12, for example, 12 x minus 3 would give me 9. 9 over 2 is 4.5, which is greater than 4, so that's good. This example, again, I need to take care of 3, so I will multiply everything by 3. This is multiplied by 3. I end up with 5 minus x less or equal to 12. From where my x, I take the 5 over here, so I have negative x less or equal to 7. But then it's negative x. Two things I can do. I can multiply both of these by negative 1, so that will be x and negative 7. But then since I multiply it by a negative 1, I have to flip my inequality sign. Or what you could do, you just do the swap, and that turns it into the same thing. X goes to the bigger side and 7 goes to the lesser side. X is greater or equal to negative 7. You draw the line. Since it's greater or equal to, then when I find my negative 7, I have to actually shade it in because my negative 7 is going to be included. So negative 7, and it's greater or equal to, so it's going to be that way. And again, let's check. Let's say I chose negative 10. Then 5 plus 10, because it's negative over negative, over 3, that's going to be 5. And 5 is not less than 4. So nothing over here is included. At the same time, if I use, let's take a 5. 5 minus 5 over 3 is less than 4. Yeah, 0 is less than 4. So that's good. That's how we solve inequalities.